Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Saxlingham. I say it like that because YouTube might have half a chance at understanding what I've said. So first things first, this should be coming out on Christmas Eve, so a Merry Christmas to everybody. I do hope that you are all enjoying it as much as you can, and I know my friends on the in Europe, you will be doing your thing tonight, so enjoy that. So yeah, we are on with wheat. We are just going past our beautifully hidden chicken pen. No, can't do that because I need to be able to see what I'm doing. Yes, drove past them on the first headland day. They're all clucking away nicely. Shame we haven't got turkeys in the game. But yeah, it's nice. We're going to get to see these chickens, apart from when they start producing eggs in a sufficient number to collect them. We're going to see them a couple of times a year. It's probably just the way the chickens like it. Be left alone. Oh, the chicken warrior. Joking. So yeah, what we might do is, we don't need to go say hello to the chickens, do we? We can see them. They're there. They're doing their thing. They're happy. They've got plenty of wheat. And, yeah, all is good. So, do we have a tractor on its way? We do. The class is making its way through the... Not really mist, is it? But the bright sunshine. Yeah, I do like that in there. I think that it looks good. It looks alright. Like I say, the strategically placed tree. Oh, I wonder if that class is a tree planted. But it doesn't if it's done in the construction menu. In fact, that's a thing. Let's just have a look at... Where do we want to be? Statistics. Trees planted, none. Trees cut down, 1. Oh. So we could do with planting a tree. Keep ourselves... what was that? What was the terminology? Yeah, sustainable forestry. I think we're not going to get... Well, it'd be interesting to see how much we do get hit for having that one tree cut down. But, you know, we'll see when that time comes. But here, appearing, is our... Come on. Why? Why are you not coming? Come on. Oh. Sweet goodness. Yeah, that's now you're going to drive through a crop, aren't you? Come on, Mavis. Right, you stop this time. Lovely, thank you. Right, so headlands are done. I'll go across another one here. We have a... What's it called? Enhanced vehicle, whatever you want to call it, track set again, and yeah, it's going to be sort of rinse, repeat, chat a bit, you know, all that good stuff that keeps you lot tuning in. You do have to laugh. I've never been one for, you know, blowing one's own trumpet, but you know, whatever. Right, so let's get this lowered down, take this little bit of headland off, and yeah, get the field done. So first full trailer load going off to the grain dryer. Now this field I set it up slightly different, I suppose. Well, I did, and there's no suppose about it, in the sense that there are a few different entrances and exits. So I'm hoping, I'm crossing my fingers that it works better. We shall see, of course, as per anything. We shall see. So what we're going to do is wait for the straw. Now, 30%... there's never going to be 13,000 litres in a run, is there? Famous last words, because we could do with cutting into the field. Now, let's do... if we go about... here, I think would be a good... as good a point as any. Now, that, where's that going to take us? Can we reverse onto the track rather than drive straight forward? Yes, we blooming can. Look at that. Right, so now we go forward, lovely jubbly, lower down, and up and up. Marvellous. Marvellous. I did refuel and repair the combine before we started. Well, actually, no, not before we started. I tell a little lie. I refueled it when we got to the corner where the New Holland is, because it's close to the farm. And we repaired at the same time. So that is that done. £2 in repairs. Bob's your uncle. And what's her face is your aunt. So we're doing alright, and you can just about see, yeah, you should be able to see, bottom left, we're getting a slightly darker green, which is always good. And here comes the Action. Love how quick they do that loop. Tip, boom, back. Fantastic. Fantastic. So yeah, we'll see. We'll see how we get on with the old auto drive. I mean, it's not the end of the world, and I am recording this straight off the bat of, or straight off the back of the last one. Near enough. Half an hour-ish. So yeah, I haven't seen the comments yet. Which is the danger when you sort of record as I do in batches of 2 or 3. It's going to be very much dependent on time. This week and next, obviously it is the sort of Christmas period, so I'm not going to be sat, I was going to say talking to myself, but I'm not, I'm talking to you, and it sounds bad when I say I don't want to be sat talking to you, because I love talking to you all, but you know what I mean. It's a time to be sociable. It is. Which is not, this is not always good for people, but, I'm not too bad like that. So we can go like that. We can where what okay. Not quite what I was expecting. Let's break that. Put that on. Where on earth? Oh, okay. I was miles away, that's why I wanted to do that. Right, let us we will pipe out, I think. We'll get the New Holland filled up. Hopefully that's going to be the one that comes. I think I've just seen the cover come off. Yes. Oh. It's taking an interesting route. Oh. Off-roading. It amazes me how they perform differently between fields. I don't understand it. Don't know enough about how the mod works to be able to comment on that. Why have you stopped? Don't. Right, I thought it was going to cut through the crop then. Anyway, this might take some time. So, it's getting through it. He's coming. But I won't make you sit and watch. I'll bring you back in a little while. Well, I'm hoping that this is third time lucky for this tractor to stop where it needs to. Thank you. Just, I thought it was going to go past again then. Oh dear. It was a little bit gung-ho on the first one. Came round, did a loop, thought, okay, I'll get it this time. Just carried on. What are you doing? Right, you are full up. We can do a bit more with 38%. Which way are you going? You're going to go around that way. Okay, fine. Lovely. And activate. Lower down. Don't miss any. Don't miss any. Don't miss any. Whoa, beautiful. Beautifully done. Beautifully done, people. There we go. Oh. It's, few random thoughts in one's head. It's currently in game, nearly 5 to 7 of an evening, and beautiful, beautifully bright, warm, perfect harvesting weather. And it dawned on me in a couple of days' time for me now, so it's Friday 19th. Yeah, Friday 19th. So I think, is it the 21st? Is the longest? No, longest? I don't know. One of the two. Winter solstice? I don't know what you call it. Well, I don't know what its technical term is. I'm even looking at my calendar and it hasn't got it on it. But yeah, basically after that, the lights gradually start to get a bit lighter, which is always a good thing. It can't be a lovely summer's evening where it's nice and bright. You can sit out in the garden, have the tunes on. Yeah, it's not. It'll come round quicker than we think, people. It really will. The other musing that I've had is, and I'm not quite at that point yet because I've only been broken up from work for what, a couple of days now. I know, nice long break for me. Haha. Is the sort of that period of around the around Christmas where you get sort of lose track of what day of the week it is. Like, what, any idea what day it is today? You know, you sort of, it's that, I guess it's that period where you can relax and you haven't got to necessarily worry about what day of the week it is, unless it's the day you need to put the bins out, and then you really need to remember what day of the week it is, because otherwise you'll be sat on a bin full of rubbish. But yeah, and I suppose as well it's that, and I won't say the word, but it's that, and I don't know if this is a UK thing only, but it's that, what could I use another word? Oh, I know. Sod it, it's Christmas. That sort of, yeah, it's Christmas. Mince pie at 9:30 in the morning. Yeah, sod it, it's Christmas. All that good stuff. I like the break. I like the time off. It's good. It's good. After a relatively hectic year, work-wise, and, you know, all of the stuff going on. Nice. Just to have 2 weeks of being... 2 weeks of not having to work is what I'm getting at, which is good. Which is good. I think we can all agree with that statement. So this seems to be running better in this field, and I'm assuming it is the different entrances and exits that are available, i.e. make the exit a lot further away from where the tractor needs to wait. Makes sense, really, doesn't it? So at some point, whoa! Oh dear. Nearly we went then. Should have taken my foot off of the accelerator a little bit sooner. Come on, New Holland. First time. First time. Because we can probably get you full enough, maybe. Come on. Come on. Slowly. Does it perfect. If we now go like that, you come along with us? You going to come along for the ride? Come on. Here we go. No! No! What are you doing? What are you doing? Man or woman? Can't actually see. Come on. Do you not know we're recording? It's supposed to go absolutely smoothly with no hiccups at all. You're going to have to do a loop now, aren't you? Because you couldn't possibly drive forward. Oh, the joys. What is it? Never worked with... What is it? Animals, kids, and auto drive. Right, I think we'll just hang on. There we go, and a save, just to top things off, the game saves. Lovely. Right, I am tempted to try again, though. For my sins. I won't, I'll wait. I'll be patient. Patience, after all, is a virtue. While the worker has caved and has put the lights on, maha, we win that little battle. Although, maybe we should. It's nah. It's still plenty light enough for us to see what we're doing. Now, I think that this might be a 2-field episode. Maybe 1 and a bit, depending on time. Because ideally... Why have you stopped there? 85%? Okay, whatever. Whatever. I'm not fussed. What was I saying? 2-field, yeah. So, we got this pass and 1 more to do. And this field is then done. So we could relatively easily hop over to the next one. We won't even have to take the header off. Haha. Huzzah. Whether it all gets done, I don't know. I don't know. We will see. I think that's going to be the plan. We will have a quick check once we've got everything unloaded. We are going to cave and put the lights on. There we go. And you can see what I mean about the reel going round. Look at that. Train of thought. Yes. I don't know. Ah, that was it. Yes, we will go and have a look. My days. We will, once we've finished and everything is unloaded, don't panic, it's only saving, then we will have a look at how much wheat we got off of this field. That was a very long-winded way of saying how much crop we got. Because it's interesting to know, really. We are a slightly better shade of green than we were before, so job is a good one. And so far, yeah, like I said before, it's working loads better with the workers, so fingers crossed that continues into the next field. There we go, all the textures loading in. Just what you want. Really does annoy me, that does. And I shouldn't get annoyed because, well, you know, the time of year to be not annoyed, but that does really annoy me. Right, let's get this done. Let's see how much we got in the grain dryer for the wheat, and then, yeah, crack on with the next field. So just while that unloads, let's take a... I was just checking our scores out. Not as good as I thought. I'm upset by this one. For some reason it doesn't like our weed control. Don't know. Maybe because we didn't spray anything, did we? Because we didn't have to. Never mind, lad. Right, what was I going to check? That was it. That was it. So we got 153,955 litres of wheat. So we can deactivate the oats for now. We haven't got... And we'll start to dry the wheat. There we go. Yes, you're active. Are you active? Yes, you are. Jobs are good and right. So, I've realised as well that I haven't got an auto drive path for this field. So, generally what I do is I do a headland first and then drive that course within the field boundary, therefore not to destroy any crops. So I shall do that again. That's what works for me. Yes, we have space around the headland of the field. We have a nice grass border, but still, it's what I prefer to do. It's what I've done for a while, and 9 times out of 10, bar field 9, it works reasonably well. And again, what we'll try and do is have ways out of the field away from the wait point for the field. So ideally we'll have one up by the JCB as in an exit, and well, no, we'll do an exit that way, and then we'll do an entrance and an exit not far from where the New Holland is, just where my cursor is in the distance there, and that should hopefully, with a wait point probably up here in the middle somewhere. I think that is the plan anyway. So what I'll do is I'll get round there. Oh yeah, I'll get round the headland, and I shall bring you back in when we create the course. I think, because yeah, you can then kind of see my logic, and it might help you with yours. Who knows? In fact, we could put the exit down here, couldn't we? Because it's even closer to where the old grain dryer is. That might work better actually. And then we'll have the entrance sort of go up here, have the entrance up here, and then they can drive around and exit down by the grain dryer. I think that will work rather well. Now, I'm not sure how much of a collision we're going to have on this manure, so we want to be quite tight to the crop, just to make sure we don't combine up any manure. You thought I was going to say a bad thing. Oh, look at that. Precision. Precision driving at its bestest. Right. We're not far off being done with the headland. So, we'll get around to where we started, grab a tractor, and, yeah, create ourselves an auto drive path for this field. So, with our auto drive menu open, if we click on the old hazard triangle, now we'll go right click on the record. That gives us a two-way course. So I think what I'll do, yeah, we'll do the drive around the field first, and then once we've joined all that together, and then we can drive the other little bits we need to, probably as single tracks, single way courses, just because I find that then should work better to define it as entrance and exit. That is the plan anyway. So we bring that round here. We could also unload the combine as we go. A little bit anyway. I didn't stop in time, and I'm not going to reverse because that will scup up our course. So if we get to, I think about, do it here. So then click on that, and this is field 16, no, 16 wait. Okay with that, and then if we just go up to here, default field 16, we need to move that into home farm. Job's a good one, right? Let's carry on. So then basically we'll get round to the point we started, connect that up, and then I'll come back to you when we do the exit and entrance. I probably should have shown you that, as this was turned into a bit of a how I do it. Once you've got a two-way course and you want to join it then to another point that you've already got, you basically just click on one, click it to the other, click on one, click it back to the other, and it'll turn it into a two-way part. I've also turned off record now, just because I want to be able to pull forward and get about, we could do it off that one to be fair. No, that one. Back up a little bit. There we go. And just click record. And then what we'll do is if we click on this one, click on that one, and then roll the mouse wheel. Probably won't do it because it's too short a distance, but you can roll the mouse wheel then to put a curve in. So now we can just drive to up here. And then what we should be able to do is we pull to about here. And now if we click on this one and we'll go for that one. And now we roll the mouse wheel. Let's see how that's putting a curve in. There you go. And then we'll turn off again there. So that's the field connected into that. So that's good. Now if we head up this way. All the coos are asleep. Don't blame them. It is 12 minutes past 10 at night. I have stopped the time. Just so. Then we'll go up here, and it'll go round up to here, onto the two-way course, round here, up here. That's good. That all joins in anyway. So then if we come off here, that goes around to there, and then if we get to about here, and click record again, we'll do click, click, and then we'll just drive forwards. And then we can click that and that, roll the mouse wheel. And that is our course, hopefully. So we should now be able to set that to, let's get rid of that. And that for now. And we want field 16. Field 16. Range right tip. We go. Turn that off there. No harvest of the same target found, which is fine because we need to now go into here and pick that one. We can then go like that. Where are you? Why does it not keep the same? There we go. And then what we'll do is give it half a chance, because we're all about, you know, being fair and giving chances to pieces of equipment. Jobs are good. Now if we get back into here and we'll lower down and just drive forward, because that was a little bit of a tight turn for it. Hopefully that's going to work. So what we'll do is we'll just knock the time up. We'll go to ×2 because we are working a late shift today, people. A late shift today. So that should now hopefully come alongside us and unload us. Yes, come on. Come on. I don't know why it stopped. It's probably going to wait for us to be full, to be fair, which is not going to take long. 4%, 3% left. So, yeah. But hopefully that'll work quite well. Kept it simple. So there's not too much that could go wrong. But we'll see. Well, we're rapidly approaching being full. And there is, well, there was a tractor on the way to us. Ah, yes, there's New Holland is moving again. But, well, before we do the buts, the course, the path, the track, the auto drive route, whatever you want to call it, worked like a dream. It really did. The little Axion went to the bottom of the field, turned the corner, went round, followed the route out, went in, tipped, came back. Spot on. Absolutely spot on. And I think, there we go, I can see lights approaching. We are going to get unloaded. Marvellous. And that is it, people. So, I wish you all a very Merry Christmas. And I'm going to say, I'll say Happy New Year as well. I don't know what the schedule is going to be over Christmas and between. We'll see how things go. But yeah, have a really great time. And I'll catch you all in the next one. Take care.